Welcome back everybody to another video. So that clip that you guys just saw, that was from yesterday evening. I picked up this Craftsman push mower for 30 bucks. It's pretty much a steal because it's one of the newer Briggs & Stratton engines, and then it's also self-propelled, which is also a plus. So I mean, it's a pretty good deal for 30 bucks. It does run on starting fluid, so we're gonna have to go ahead and pull off that carburetor and clean out the fuel system. That way we can actually get some fuel to this thing. But yesterday I did try some starting fluid and it fired right up. It ran pretty good, except it just died out after it's done burning the starting fluid. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and show you guys how to remove the carburetor on this, and we'll get started. All right, so first things first, you're gonna pop off your air filter cover. We're gonna put that right there. That's where I'm gonna put all the screws for now. I'm gonna use it as the tray. Put your air filter right there. Air filter don't look too bad, so it's pretty good. This is one of the newer lawnmowers, so I'm pretty sure they probably bought it, and then they said that they left it under their stairs during the winter and it didn't start, so they said it might need to tune up. And that's exactly what I'm doing to it. So over here we got a 8mm, and these should be 7mm if I'm correct. So you're gonna remove these 4 screws, like I said, 8s and 7s, and then this little air filter assembly should pop off pretty darn easily, and then we can get to the carburetor. All right, so once you got that part removed, the air filter housing, you can go ahead and pull off your fuel line right here. I already did it a little bit ago, as you guys can see. Now I'm gonna say something. These fuel lines can be pretty stubborn, so what I normally use is these are just panel clip removers for like cars. This is really nice because they have like these little openings where you can actually stick it in and then slowly pry it out. Now they do sell those special tools for the fuel lines, but if you're just doing this at home once and you don't need to do it again, and if you just have one of these laying around or something, or even a screwdriver, a flathead, just go ahead and pry it out, and then make it really easy. Another tool that I really like, except I don't have enough room, is this thing as well, because this one you can do it like that and it comes off easily, but I just don't have enough room to do that. So all right, but once you get the fuel line removed, you can slowly work this off, and then first you're going to remove the choke what do you call this, the choke linkage. You're going to remove this, which pretty much goes to the it's like the sensor that goes to the muffler, so that when the engine heats up, it actually shuts the choke off. So it's pretty cool how these things work. But you're going to go ahead and remove that. So you need to tilt it and then pull it off. Let me do this on off camera real quick because I can't hold it and do it at the same time. All right, there's that one. As you guys can see, I just unclipped it, and then you're gonna do this one, which goes to your governor. So you're gonna tilt it like that, and it's gonna pop off. And then I'd recommend draining this out somewhere. I normally drain it out into my little drain tank right here, which I drain all my liquids into. So I just tilt it upside down, and then it just drains out by itself. So I'll let that drain out, and once that's done draining out, I'm gonna spray it off with some brake clean. That way it doesn't get any more dirty inside. And then from there, we're gonna open it up and show you guys how to clean it. All right, here's another quick tip. Let's say you do have one of these and you're pretty much gonna flush out the entire system. These fuel lines are pretty short, as you guys can see. So what I recommend doing is getting yourself a smaller fuel line, pretty much the same size as the inlet that goes into the actual fuel line from the carburetor. Same size as that, just to extend this out. That way you can get a bucket or something and drain out that fuel. All right, so I just blasted the car with some brake clean, got it all nicely cleaned up. That way we don't get the inside any more dirty than it already is. I haven't opened it up yet, but to open it, you have 2 of these screws right there. You don't have to take out this drain plug. I've seen a lot of people take that out before. You don't have to. That's where you actually drain your gas out. But you're going to take off these 2 screws, and that pretty much pulls off the bowl. And your float, needle, and jet's going to be inside of there. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Now, when you remove both screws, those 2 screws, but they're 7s by the way, this float, the float bowl is not going to come off easy. You're going to have to use a screwdriver or something and pry it off. I would recommend prying it to where it actually bolts on, because it has this seal, as you guys can see, and that seal is pretty darn tight in there. So yeah, you're going to have to pry it out until it comes out. So once you get into the carburetor, you have your float, you have your pin right here. On a normal carburetor, you have to slide the pin out, but on this one, you can just pry it out because it's just like it's just like clipped in. And then after you pry this out, your float and your needle should come out, and then we'll go from there. All right, so once you get your float, your needle, and then the float pin removed, you can go and pull out your jet. This is actually your jet. Since this is a plastic carburetor, it's a little bit more complicated, but you just got to blow this thing out. A lot of times, what I've seen on a lot of Facebook groups, Briggs Facebook groups, people say that they don't like these carburetors, but in this case, I feel like these are the best carburetors that Briggs have made. They're really easy to clean. They're plastic, so you don't have to worry about them rusting out or corroding. So I just really like them. But in this case, what I normally do is I grab a flathead and I pry it where this little elbow sticking out. I pry it from right there onto there. So I just pry it out, and then a lot of times this thing just pops right out. Sometimes it can be really stubborn. You might have to use some pliers. I've even broken one time, so I had to replace it. But instead of replacing just that jet, I went ahead and replaced the entire carburetor. So yeah, like I said, you might have to pry that out. It can be a little bit complicated. If you break it, you're most likely gonna have to buy a new one, but in this case we already broke it loose. All right, so we got it all cleaned out. I cleaned out the jet and everything, so now I just went ahead and reinstalled it. So it's pretty much the same thing, just backwards. I need to go ahead and hook up this fuel line, and then from there, like I said, we're just gonna put on this cover, put everything back on, put on the air filter, throw some fresh gas in it, and it should hopefully start. All right, so I just got it finished up. I put the carburetor back on. Now hopefully it does start. I haven't tried starting it yet, so let's go ahead and try and start it, see what it does. That's a steal for 30 bucks right there. I think now I'm just gonna go ahead and probably check out the blade. I need to go get something to eat first. It's pretty early in the morning, so I gotta go get some breakfast. But now I just need to check out the blade, and then check the oil, and then this thing will be up for sale. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Also leave any comments down below. This is a quick way to make money if you're a young kid or somebody like me. I'm 15. I just had my birthday a couple days ago. Probably like a couple weeks. It's been a couple weeks I think now, but yeah, I just had my birthday, so I'm 15 now. But I mean, I'm still a teen, so if you're looking to make some quick money, go on Facebook Marketplace, find some cheap stuff. You can easily flip them, make some quick profit. But I hope you guys like this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.